Our theme for the next 4 weeks is communication, and we're going to start with a beautiful quote, and the quote comes to us from James Humes. The art of communication is the language of leadership. The art of communication is the language of leadership. Now, we're going to be doing a Morpheus intelligence update on this topic at the end of the month. In fact, on the 1st of August, I think it is. But to get us going, let's look at this quote. What does it mean? What can we take from this? So, the art of communication is the language of leadership. So let's start with this. What is leadership? Well, for me, at its simplest level, leadership is influence. It is empowering our people, it is growing our people, it is influencing our people towards particular results, a particular vision, a particular goal, a particular rallying point that we're trying to get everybody towards. So what are some great facets of this communication in this influence agenda, this influence skill, this influence art? Well, of course, the first thing is clarity. Clarity. And clarity comes from a multiple of sources, but the research on clarity is fascinating. Staff engagement has become a big issue with, global averages being around 29%, and in fact, in a lot of places, well below 20%. And so engagement is a really big issue. But what they've discovered as they've drilled into it is that clarity is the foundation of engagement. If people don't know what's expected of them, and this is not just about every goal or every task, it's also about values, it's about culture, it's all of those things. If people don't know what's expected of them, they cannot align. Therefore, it is a foundation of leadership. So clarity is the first point. The second point is listening. We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, and we've heard that story over and over again. But active listening. If we want to influence people, we need to listen to them. Now, that might sound contradictory, but let's quickly unpack it. So the first thing here is that people want to feel heard. Secondly, we want our leadership to be informed. Listening does not mean you agree. Listening means you make your people feel heard. We have a sense of helping our people to feel heard. So clarity, listening. What's the third one? Asking great questions. Asking great questions. So what is that about? We want to ask open-ended questions. We want to ask people questions that get them thinking. We can influence them by getting their thinking on board. So by asking really good quality open-ended questions, a lot of what questions, not too many why questions. In fact, that's a whole separate topic we'll talk about sometime. Asking what questions, these things can change the amount of influence we have. Clarity, listening, asking great questions. Leadership is influence, but it's not just influencing people to do what we tell them to do. It's influencing the way people think. It's opening up their minds and their hearts and getting them on board to the vision. That is influence, and that means that communication is in fact the art of leadership.
At Totally Morpheus, we offer leadership and team development through conscious self-leadership. Right now, we are empowering impactful not-for-profit organizations to develop their leadership and teams. This helps them to build capacity so that they can make an even bigger impact. Discover how you can help to make it happen. Connect with us at connect@totallymorpheus.com or at Totally Morpheus on your favorite social media platform. you can make the difference.
If you like this video, why not hit subscribe? That way you can regularly get conscious leadership updates in your YouTube feed.